Hi there, I just want to do a talk, and I just done a video, but I replayed it back and I thought I would do it again, and try to explain things a bit better. I don't usually do that, but that's the beauty of not doing a live video. You can do it again if you want to make it better, and think you can explain something better. And I first want to talk about breathing. You know, that people talk a lot about breathing, but what they don't understand is that emotion controls your breathing, right? Your deep core emotional problems, right? It doesn't matter what kind of breathing you do, right? It doesn't matter what energy you're experiencing, but the problems will still be there, the deep core issues within you. So how you sort your breathing properly is you pay attention to your emotions. You let your emotions lead the way, and let them steer you. Let your heart space steer you in the right direction. And then you'll notice that your breathing, meditate upon your feelings. You know, then you'll get insight into these unhealed parts. And as you're doing this, your breathing is getting calmer and calmer, and because you're meditating upon every emotion, and you're ascending, and your breathing is going to your natural state, which is your divinity. That's how you correct your breathing properly, right? You can breathe in any direction you want to do, but the emotions, the deep core emotions that make you you, will still be there. Right, and that's one of the things I learned from the spiritual awakening journey, is that emotions is deep. Emotion runs deep. It's not just, if it was just a case of reading a certain way, that would cure all. I mean, that would be great, but you're talking about deep core emotional traumas that are within us, and breathing in a certain way, it's not as clean cut as that. I wish it was. But ascension and healing is a deep thing. It takes you have to really be ready, and you have to be ready to dig deep within yourself. And bravery. You need to be brave as well, because some of these emotions might make you tearful sometimes, over emotional, when you're accessing these things. But it's part of the process. But breathing in a certain way will help. But you know, it's the emotion that is controlling your reality. So how you heal it, like I say, you start to meditate upon every emotion. You know, and let your heart space steer you, because your heart space is your healer. Let that lead the way, right, in every situation. Let love lead you, and let that meditate upon everything. And that will lead you to what you really are, which is your divinity. And everything's within. You know, it's all within. But next I want to talk about climate change. You know, I say this a lot, that climate change is stage 1, smart grid is stage 2, and stage 3 is artificial intelligence linked and connected with the human brain. So that basically the AI and the smart grid is the internet, right? It's the internet. And once your brain's connected to that, you'll only get internet information, which is sensitive, very narrow information. And you won't get anything outside of it. That's where this is going. You can see this has happened already. When you get someone that's looking at a phone all day, they're pretty much getting that. But they want to take it a step further by having something inside the mind that connects you with this thing. And so that's what it'll do. So you'll only be accessing information from the internet, and that's what climate change is the first step towards. Also, you got to understand that weather is modified and engineered. This is a fact. Weather is modified and engineered by the system. Everything comes from the top. Everything comes from the top. Nothing is natural. Reality is a simulation. So there's no trees or anything. It's all just a computer. Right? And how is it a computer? Because as soon as you have electricity, as soon as you have life, you have electricity. Electricity is like a virtual reality, and so it's all like that. But if you perfect graphics enough, it gets realer and realer and realer, until we're as real as we are now, more physical. But it's just because the frequencies are more refined, or defined, or perfected, or something, and that's how we have genuine physicality, or we think we're experiencing it. But when you watch science like documentaries, they show you how we go deeper and deeper, and it's not even physical, and that nothing is solid. It's just that our brains imagines the physicality. Our brains and the brain is everything's holographic. I'm not really wearing this shirt. There's no such thing as clothes. We're not really wearing clothes. That's not true. We're not really wearing clothes. It's an illusion, right? You're not really wearing clothes. I'm not really wearing this thing. It's all just frequencies and mashing together and making us think that we're experiencing something, when actually everything comes from nothingness. So meaning nothing can exist then. How can you say, you can't define nothingness, can you? Non-existence. That's how you can only ever be dreaming your reality. That's what I say, that it can only ever be a dream. The nothingness would have to be some sort of awareness, would have to be aware, but you can't really define it because it's nothing. But reality is just a dream. But it means that you're the one infinity. It means that there's not two, there's one. That's what oneness really means. It means that reality is a game of one pretending to be two. That's what it is. But everything's within you. Let your heart space lead the way. But I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order. Thank you for watching. Thank you.